When I started writing handwork, it was a kind of a different book for me because I gave myself the challenge of writing a poem a day for a year. And I'm not alone in that. I'm not the first person to have done that, and it's really an interesting thing to try to do. One thing that happens if you write a poem every day is that you write a really lot of bad poems, which is not so much fun. But one of the reasons I wanted to write a poem every day was that I was having a tough time in my life. I felt, it was 2003, I felt like our country was in a lot of trouble. I was really feeling depressed and anxious, and since I couldn't call up President Bush and tell him what to do with the country, I decided instead that I would come back very, very close to myself and my own work, and that I would focus on that, and that would give me a sense of control in the world. And it did, it actually did. Out of the 365 poems that I wrote that year, I managed to pull 70 that I thought were worth putting out into the world.
I asked this group of about 20 students what kind of books they like to read. And I said, besides mine, of course. And so they'd go around the room, and one girl said, well, I really like vampire novels. And another guy said, well, I like science fiction with lots of hardware. Another guy liked sports books. A girl liked, she said, oh, I like girly books. I like books about girls doing fun things and boys and that sort of thing. And it was, pretty much the answers that you would expect from any group of teens. And it got to this one girl who hadn't really said anything. And she said, well, I'm like 14, and like my life is really boring. And I would like to read a book about a girl just like me that goes out and steals a car. And it was just like that answer hit me right between the eyes. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Because I thought it was such a great distillation of what a big part of the teenage reading experience is about. It's about wanting to read about and learn about and vicariously experience things that you would never do.